Hey y'all, it's Lucy Sims. Welcome back to the Lucy Y podcast. Today is Monday, September 22nd, 1:06 p.m., and we're doing stuff completely different today. I'm in a location I've never recorded in, and we are talking about something I've never done before. This isn't a crime podcast, if you know. I usually just talk, and I don't know where I'm going, but you know, I think this will be cathartic to me as well as what I usually do. So, this is just fun. I think it's good to look at things from different perspectives. And so, that is that statement is what inspired this podcast today. You all know I like to make art. I don't like to steal it. So I googled, the biggest art theft in history, and it happens to be in America. The Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum heist. You all should look into it. This is not a history podcast yet. Maybe I will be. I do not know where this is going every episode. That's kind of why it's called Lucy Why, because why am I doing this? To learn more about this, to think about other perspectives. But I actually got someone sent in this manifesto. Okay, well, I can't lie to you. I made it up, but let's act like this person sent it in. Okay, so yeah, I'm about to read something that is from the perspective of the thief of the biggest art heist in the world. Okay, are you all listen? Don't listen. I don't really care, but I'm gonna read it. Okay, I'm gonna try to talk lower and softer. We'll see if I can. Okay. They call it impossible. Too bold, too clean. They point at empty frames and call it sacrilege. But listen, the world is full of windows, and some of us know how to walk through them without shattering the glass. March 18th, 1990. Boston breathed slow. The Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum felt like a sleeping cathedral. Rugs muffled footsteps, and portraits watched with patient eyes. We walked through that front door wearing faces the city trusts. A badge, a calm voice, the kind of authority that makes people hand over their keys without thinking twice. We didn't come in like a storm. We came in like a promise. 2 guards at the reception, good men who'd sat their whole lives under chandeliers and varnished frames. We talked to them until their words wore thin, until they blinked and believed. Then the room changed. Leather creaked, uniforms moved, and the night snapped into something colder. We bound them, not with violence, but with method. Hands taken, mouths covered, the soft terror of being unable to move while the world rearranges itself around you. I remember the smell, cheap coffee, old paper, the faint copper of an ancient frame. I remember the small sound a man makes when he realizes his wallet is empty and his watch is gone, and yet he still breathes, because some part of him refuses to stop. 81 minutes. No gunfire. No dramatic chase. The silence is the hardest part, like stealing a chord out of a song and leaving the rest to hang awkwardly. We lifted canvases and sketches, slid frames from their hooks. A Rembrandt, dark and stubborn, came loose like a secret. A Vermeer, rare and clean, vanished into the folds of a coat. Degas' drawings were folded and tucked as if saving scraps for later. A Manet that had been seen 100 mornings never saw this one. You call it cruelty. I call it a lesson. People hoard beauty behind locks and glass as if possession sanctifies value. We proved possession is porous. Do you want gritty truth? Here it is. Plain and unromantic. Hands shaking, adrenaline tasting, metallic on the tongue, the thin, frantic light from a flashlight catching dust motes like snow. The guard's eyes were not hateful, only stunned, apologetic almost, as if they, too, had been drafted into a theater they never auditioned for. We moved fast because patronage waits for no conscience. And then the leaving. The world outside tasted colder, cleaner. We folded history into bags that smelled faintly of leather and oil, then melted back into the city as easily as smoke. No trophies to show, no interviews to enjoy. The pride was private, the slow, dangerous warmth that lived in the ribs. They still search. The FBI pores over lists. The museum patches frames like wounds. The empty frames hang like questions without punctuation. Theories bloom, fences, collectors, foreign vaults, but none hold the whole thing. Maybe the art sleeps in a cellar. Maybe it's been repurposed into something unrecognizable. Maybe it's ash, or quiet, or maybe, quietly, someone stands across looking down at a Rembrandt in a dim kitchen, sips their tea like it's nothing at all. If this is a confession, it's almost a promise. Beauty can be taken, and beauty can be hidden. We wanted the world to feel that ache, to know that what you call sacred can be upended by the patience of a well planned absence. So when you walk into the Gardner now, and your eyes rest on an empty frame, don't only feel loss. Feel the shadow of whoever moved through that night. Feel my footprint on the threshold. That frame is a mouth, and for now it speaks our silence. Okay, so that was what I got for you all. I hope this made you all question why. Why would the thief do this? Why did I make that up and why am I reading it? The questions are endless. But I just hope this made you all think more. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. All love, love, all.